Nursing never ceases to amaze me. And right now it's no different. The hottest story out right now in the nursing world. I would have never imagined I could have a channel like this where I can get this kind of content. And almost on a daily basis where it's almost something crazy going on within the world of nursing. Like, I would have never thought I could build a channel with this much nursing content. But we're here now, and today is no different. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is CJ Kyles, aka the High Value Nurse, checking in once again. And we got a story for you right now. Now, as y'all know, I'm at work grinding right now, but I just had to take a quick little break to talk about what's going on. Now, this story broke today. The feds announced massive takedown of fraudulent nursing diploma scheme. The crime ring allegedly sold more than 7,600 bogus nursing certificates. Oh boy. It says a massive coordinated scheme to sell false and fraudulent nursing degree credentials has been brought down by a joint federal law enforcement operation, Justice Department officials said Wednesday. As first reported by ABC News, officials said the scheme involved peddling more than $100 million worth of bogus nursing diplomas and transcripts over the course of several years. Hundreds of millions of dollars. That just goes to show you where the lengths people were willing to go through to obtain a nursing license. So for those of you who have them, I understand that there are people walking away from the field for certain reasons, but nonetheless, you should still feel blessed to have it, just in case you ever need it. But let's continue. As first reported by ABC News, officials said the scheme involved over the course of several years, fake credentials that were sold to help thousands of people take shortcuts towards becoming licensed practicing nurses. Officials said the forged diplomas and transcripts were sold from what had been accredited schools to aspiring nurses in order to help candidates bypass the qualifying requirements necessary to sit down for the NCLEX. Although they still had to take the exam, the bogus credentials allowed them to skip the vital steps of the competency and licensure process, officials said. And once licensed, those individuals were able to find a job in the healthcare field. Now, the crazy part was not so crazy, but people were passing the NCLEX. Never stepped foot in the classroom. Some never stepped foot in the classroom. Some never had clinical experience. People were passing the NCLEX and became practicing nurses right now. Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you could have possibly had a nurse that spent, I think, upwards of $15,000 for a fake diploma, studied for a couple months, and took the NCLEX. You could have been, that's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. Say officials said the forged diplomas and transcripts were sold from what had been. Oh, why do I keep reading that? Hold on. It said the overall conspiracy involved the distribution of 7,600 fake nurse diplomas and certificates issued by Florida-based nursing programs, according to officials. And it's funny that this happened out of Florida because Florida is one of the worst paid nursing states in the country. Yeah, but anyway, here's a quote. It says, "This is probably one of the most brazen schemes that I've seen. And it does shock the mind," Omar Perez, Special Agent in charge of U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Office Inspector General, told ABC News in an exclusive interview. The sweeping enforcement action spanned 5 states, Florida, New York, New Jersey, Texas, and Delaware, and resulted in more than 24 criminal wire fraud and wire fraud conspiracy charges against 25 individuals. The people who bought the diploma, I must say, yes, it was a dumb thing to do, but the balls that it took to pay that much money, because they say people are paying upwards of $15,000 for these diplomas. You take a chance, you spend that much money, you sit down for NCLEX, and you actually go practice, and the whole time knowing that your license is fake. That is wild. The balls on some of these people, man. Let me see. It's okay. We expect our healthcare professionals to be who they claim they are. Specifically, when we talk about nurse education and credentials, shortcut is not a word we want to use, said the U.S. Attorney for Southern District of Florida. When we take an injured son or daughter to a hospital, we don't expect, really cannot imagine that the licensed practical nurse or registered nurse training our child took a shortcut. Oh yeah. It's not funny, but cats are like, look, it's a recession. I see nurses is getting paid. We trying to get up in this joint. We trying to get up in it. Oh man, the operation dubbed Operation Nightingale in honor of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Investigating agents spent weeks combing through upwards of 10,000 records from nursing schools to move the investigation forward. As we started to poke through them, we noticed there were no real courses the individuals took. It was simply a cash mill. Nursing candidates who allegedly participated in the scheme will pay as much as $15,000 for the fraudulent diplomas. 15 bands. Now, if these people were nurses before, was these people taking out loans? You know, were they really just saving up the bread and all that kind of stuff? Because, I mean, man, that's crazy. Says the defendants include owners, operators, and employees of the schools who prepared and sold the fake nursing school diplomas and transcripts to nursing candidates, knowing that the candidates will use those false documents to sit for the nursing boards, secure nursing licenses, and 3, ultimately obtaining a job in these medical facilities, not only in Florida but elsewhere across the country. Says the alleged scheme enabled these nursing candidates to allegedly buy the fake diplomas to avoid hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of clinical training, countless hours getting that experience. These people didn't go through all that. That part was completely skipped. Well, duh. And you know, I really feel no way about it. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, it was wrong. But am I mad? No. Because now I'm sure they're probably going to try to track these people down. And they're going to get in more trouble anyway. Or maybe not. Maybe they won't try to track these people down. I don't know if they want to put forth the effort and the resources that it may take to find these people. But I really don't feel no way about it. I wouldn't recommend anybody doing some stupid-ish like that. But, I mean, it is what it is. What can you say? And that really speaks to when it comes to the school, when it comes down to schooling. Because if people are going in, buying diplomas, then they're going in to pass the test, then they're going to get jobs are training them, like, this could potentially shake the way that nursing school is even thought of. You know what I'm saying? So, and it could, but it probably won't. Because they're going to be looked at as outliers and outlaws and all that kind of stuff. So, but it could change the way schools run their programs now. It's probably going to be more strict. It's probably going to be more, like, just more tight-knit. So, we'll see. For those For those involved, the owners of the nursing schools, certainly the recruiters, and without doubt the recipients of the transcript nursing diplomas, it was definitely all motivated by greed. No ish. Federal law enforcement officials underscored the high stakes of the scheme, saying that it potentially jeopardized patients' health and safety, and that standards for safe nursing care cannot be purchased, only learned. You know what the irony in this is? Well, it could be. What if all those people who paid for those diplomas never ever had any issues taking care of a patient? Meanwhile, people who went to school for 1, 2, 3, 4, and longer plus years, they had a history of hurting a patient. Wouldn't that be irony? Like the irony in that. You know what I'm saying? It says what is disturbing about the scheme is the possibility of harm coming to patients under the dubious care of one of these alleged fraudulent nurses. Acting Special Agent in Charge Chaz Yarbrough of FBI Miami said. In the indictment, federal law enforcement, because they probably gonna give up names. You dig? They probably got a whole. I would assume they do have a whole list, and now they probably searching that board of nursing and seeing whose name is on these lists. Listen, if you are one of those fake nurses out there that didn't go through school, and you watching this channel, I'll recommend you step down now. The block is hot for you. They're gonna find you. I think they're gonna find you. The block is very hot. I would just step down. I really would. Step down, go under the radar, do something else because the block is really, really hot. And they're not feeling this. They're not feeling this at all. You dig? So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I don't know. What do y'all think? Would you have bought one if somebody had presented you with a good deal? Leave it in the comment section. This is wild though. This is wild. Anyway, my name is CJ, aka the High Value Nurse, and I'll let you in a minute. Please like my video and make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of next month. So I'll let you in a minute. Peace.